Hey, happy Friday, everybody. I'm Roxanne, and we are here at MusicTown, Detroit. We had some wine with Carly Pierce earlier. We poured up some whiskey for Brett Young.
Yeah, we did. What's going on?
I wasn't sure if you were ready to drink. You know, we got a big show ahead of us tonight, but it's Friday.
It's 5 o'clock somewhere.
Somewhere. Welcome to MusicTown. Isn't this cool?
This is great. This is really cool that you guys are doing this downtown. It's awesome.
Yeah, and of course your show is tonight, so we're super excited. Sold out show, Brett.
That's pretty exciting.
People have been waiting for this night.
It's gonna be fun. We always have a good time coming into town, and for the Caliville tour to come as a headliner for the first time and have it sell out. I think it's gonna be a blast.
It's gonna be amazing. So you were here for the Hoedown, which we loved. You've had just a whirlwind, actually a couple years since you hit the ground running with Sleep Without You. So your new song, Like I Loved You, is in the top 5.
Crazy, huh?
Almost a #1 song.
Oh, this is so much fun. I mean, I think with the first 2 songs, we came with these, kind of intentionally sweet love songs, and then trying to pick the third song to go to radio with. It was like, well, do we kind of pull the rug out from under them and hit them with a breakup song, or do we stick with these sweet love songs? And I think what we're finding out is it's not about whether it's a happy or sad song. It's about whether or not people can connect with it, and people have more breakup stories than they do love stories, so it's working out pretty good.
I mean, yeah, Like I Loved You is just such a, all of us can relate to it. We've all been in that situation. Maybe someone's going through it. So it's just one of those songs when it comes on the radio, I just start singing along.
I like that.
Yeah.
I like that. A little bit of an earworm.
For sure. And, I want to talk about this sweet, sensitive guy that you are. And I'm sure you've heard this, but you have been referred to as Richard Marx, which is, Richard Marx is an amazing artist. I would like to come up with somebody new that I would like to compare you to. And the first artist that comes to mind is like Tim McGraw.
I love that. I don't know if you know this, maybe I've told you this, but
didn't he inspire you
he's
to
the reason
become a songwriter?
I started, even just listening to country music. Don't Take the Girl was the song that got me into country music. And so it's strange that things work the way that they do, because, it's been, like you said, I think February of last year, the first single came out. So it's been over a year and a half at this point, coming up on 2 years. And he's one of the few people I haven't gotten to meet yet. And we were sitting at the award show a couple weeks ago, and I was like 3 rows behind him. And I kept saying, on the next break, I'm just going to walk up and talk to him. And then finally, when you have the nerve, you're like, I'm just going to do it. If I don't do it now, it's not going to happen. So I'm waiting for the next break, and the next break starts, and he grabs Faith's hand and beeline out the door. And I was like, oh.
No, my moment.
Yeah, and I think he was about to perform or something. But yeah, and it was like, I really did have the guts to do it at that point, and then it didn't work out. So I think that's the biggest compliment ever. Thank you. He's like one of my all-time.
Yeah, he's amazing. And, he's obviously got longevity in country music and as an artist, and he writes those sweet songs. And so when people say Brett Young is Richard Marx, it's no disrespect to the artist of Richard. I'm going to say, no, he's Tim McGraw. He's the next Tim McGraw.
I love that. Yeah, you're right. I mean, he has been at the top of the game since he's been in it, which is hard to do.
Something to strive for.
Yeah, absolutely.
So Tim McGraw still on the bucket list.
Yeah, Tim, if you're listening.
Yeah.
Come on.
Brett Young.
Let's hang out. Let's CrossFit.
So we're coming up to the holidays. I can't believe today's December 1st. And you released a little Christmas song this year for us.
We did. Oh Holy Night.
I loved that version.
Thank you. That's like my favorite song. I think we thought we were going to do a Christmas project, and then when we started looking at like how much availability I had to get in the studio, we realized we had no time. And it's always so strange. If you're doing a Christmas song, you're recording it in the summer, which always feels weird.
Yeah.
Turn the AC on in the studio real high and put some fake snow out. But we didn't have time, and so it came down to pick what's the one song you want to do. And it's I grew up in the church. My dad's a pastor, and that's always been my favorite song. And I remember years ago I heard NSYNC do a version of it, and I'm totally admitting that I'm a big NSYNC fan. But
you look like you could have been in the band. You got that boy band look.
Yeah, Mickey Mouse Club straight into NSYNC like those guys. Hey, that, like I said, I was a huge fan. But when I heard their version, my mind kind of went crazy, because I was
the possibilities of what you could do.
Yeah, you
with
can
that
do
song.
so much with this song. And when Dan Huff found out we were doing it, he called me. He goes, I have a crazy idea. Just bear with me. He goes, do you remember that old In Excess song where it's just strings at the top? And I was like, strangely, I don't remember many of their songs, but yeah, I remember that one. He goes, what do you think about you just singing over an orchestra at the beginning? And I was like, it's risky. Can we pull it off? And that's just the genius he is. Something so different came into his mind, and he made it pretty special. So I'm really proud of it.
Yeah, so if you guys haven't downloaded it and checked it out and bought it yet on iTunes, it's the holidays.
Yeah, go get it. Come
Go
on.
get it. Oh, holy night. So what is your favorite thing about Christmas?
Family. Getting, in this industry, while even though you're getting to do something that you love and you feel very fortunate to get to do it, it's 250 days a year.
Yeah.
And Christmas is the one time where we all shut it down in country music, and so family, getting that time to spend with family and step away from the craziness and
kind of unwind.
Yeah, absolutely, and just reconnect with loved ones. And this year I'm actually gonna, just to make sure that I stay in California and stay with my family the whole time, I'm actually gonna drive there, have my truck, take my dog.
Little road trip.
Yeah, no distractions, no, if somebody calls and needs me back in Nashville, sorry, I can't, my dog's here. Putting together all the excuses possible to actually stay probably 3 weeks in California and just stay with mom and pops.
Nice.
Yeah.
You and I have that connection. I'm originally from California too, so I love the name, the Caliville Tour.
Thank you. That came out of nowhere. That was just a name I had to come up with a new publishing company name when I signed my record deal and my publishing deal, and I think just seeing that in writing, Caliville, I was like, I think people are gonna vibe on this.
And I see the hat.
Yeah, we got a new logo. Yeah. We're not really marketing Caliville. It's just on the website, and people get a little frustrated when they come to shows. They want to buy it at the merch table. It's not at the merch table. Caliville.com. We're just selling Brett Young merch at the merch table, but it's been fun to see the brand grow kind of organically by itself.
Yeah, and I'm sure it'll continue to grow. So we were talking about NSYNC, and you mentioned that. So I have a question.
Yeah.
As you know, Taylor Swift, she opened up that door for pop. Sam Hunt did it. A lot of more country artists are kind of getting on the dial down there, and pop artists coming over to country. So I think you're a guy who's got a sound that could work, like Ed Sheeran or Niall Horn. They're just singing guitars, playing some authentically good music. So do you ever see yourself maybe trying that out? Has anybody approached you to do anything? And, what are your thoughts about country kind of crossing over?
I'm really open to whatever, is best for the song, whatever works the best. It's interesting that you say that. I've always been a big advocate for, like, the songs are what they are. And, my writing hasn't changed that much from when I was doing the singer-songwriter thing in LA. It's just a matter of, I think where the genre is specifically at that time. And so I didn't move to Nashville and go, we got to country this up. It was just where country music was when I got to Nashville that it worked. And I think in the same respect now, going back the other direction, if we put out a record and there were songs that sounded like they had crossover potential, I would be really excited to send them to other genres of radio. But at the same time, I don't ever see myself going, I'm going to make a pop record this time.
Yeah.
I think it's more important to me to make sure that we're giving the song the best chance to be as good as it is, or as good as it can be, and then go from there. Yeah, absolutely. We've talked about some collaborations on songs that are out, and maybe finding, a DJ that would want to do a remix of a song that I did and things like that. And if the right collaboration and the right person wanted to get on it, I would be super open to that too. But again, I never want the song to sacrifice at all for the sake of trying to stretch it out to another genre. So I'm open to it, but it would have to be the right fit.
Yeah, no, that's perfect. And yeah, if it could work, I could see you working. I guess that's what I'm trying to say.
Let's give it a shot.
I think you'd be, amazing. But not that we want to lose you to country.
We'll get a little bit out Tim McGraw and maybe get a little bit out Richard Marx.
Yeah, there you go. So tonight's the sold out show. So sorry if you all can't be there, but hopefully, Brett will come back. And we were talking to Carly a little bit about the tour, and she mentioned that you guys get to do a song on stage together. So I know I'm super excited to see that. But what else can you tell us about your show?
Well, first of all, Carly's been killing it every night. So if for anybody that I know you guys spun her new single today.
Yeah.
But for anybody that is only familiar with that one song, A, go buy the rest of them. They're fantastic. But B, if you haven't seen her live, she's incredible. And this has just been fun for us. We were out on the Lady A tour this summer, and it was an incredible experience. But we were, 4 songs every night. And, as our fan base grew, we realized that they knew the whole record. And so we were really excited to get onto this tour so we could play the whole record. And so, there's a few covers and there's a few moments. Carly comes out and we do a song together, which is one of my favorite songs in country music, but you'll have to come hear it. But it's mostly just digging into the whole record. And it's been really fun to watch people not only sing the singles, but sing deep album cuts that, you have to really you have to really buy the record and care about the record to go that deep and learn the lyrics to a song that, you know, isn't the one that's being blasted at country radio. It's the, you know, song, you know, track 11.
Yeah.
And they have been. They seem to know the whole record, and so that's been really fun to find out exactly what kind of fans we have out there.
So coming up on Tuesday, I wrote this down. I want to make sure I mention this. You're on Live with Kelly and Ryan.
Yeah.
So in general, you're starting to get out there and get these opportunities to do these big TV shows. How is that for you? I mean, do you really like doing that?
I do. That's the one thing still that I get pretty nervous about. But it's a good nerve. It's like I get like adrenaline, you know, and I get this excitement and this rush, and
it's a bigger platform.
It is, and it's
an audience that probably maybe never heard of you. Some of the people that watch those shows.
Absolutely, it's a huge platform, and the thing is too, the competitor in me likes that it's TV. It's very unforgiving.
Yeah.
Any mistakes, it lives forever, and so many people see it, and I kind of like that the nature of it that way, and so this will be fun. I've only done songs from the album when we've done TV up until this point, and so to go on and do the Christmas song will be, you know, something a little bit out of my wheelhouse, and it's going to be fun, and it's going to be challenging, and I'm excited about it.
And you get to meet Ryan Seacrest.
I know, and Kelly Ripa.
I know.
Listen, I grew up.
My
dad worked. Yes, my dad worked, and my mom stayed at home.
That's why you're so sensitive, soap opera guy.
There were 3 soaps from noon to 3 every single day, and so I remember her from all my children, and anyway, she's great. She seems like a spitfire. I'm excited to meet her too.
Yeah. So Tuesday, everybody, make sure you watch Brett Young on his debut, Live with Kelly and Ryan. That's pretty cool.
I can't wait.
Well, thanks so much for taking the time to come talk to us. Can't wait for the show tonight.
Thank you. It's a blast being here.
And we know the top or your next song, Like I Loved You, is going to be #1 here pretty soon.
Your
so I'm
lips
going
to
to
God's
give you
ears.
an early congratulations. Cheers up.
Cheers.
Brett Young.
Thank you.
And on that note, we'll all take a drink.
Mm-hmm.